right. Hold on one sec. Cool. I'm gonna wait a minute. Just finish this up. Cool. Fucking camera, bro. All right. Let me settle down this camera first. God damn, it's giving me trouble again. All right. Give me 1 second. Cool. Three banners. Oh shit, you can barely see my microphone if I move it up in here. Cool. Where's that piece of shit? All right. I can't reach for it. It's too far. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Man, you're awfully quiet today. How many we got so far? Yeah, I did it last night. What's going on, John? Thank you for chatting with me. I'm feeling kind of lonely because I see there's some viewers, but no one's like putting something on the chat. Yeah, so if you guys were here last night, you know I kind of bailed out a little bit earlier. Hey, head over to those Collectible Weekly guys, man. They're pretty awesome. Jumped into their stream last night. It was pretty fun. It was fun. Collecting Weekly. Yes. So I think I streamed for about 20 minutes or something before I jumped in there. And I wasn't supposed to last long too because I was working this morning. But I decided since I didn't finish the stream last night, so I'm gonna kind of continue on since I'm off tomorrow anyway. Plus, it's the long weekend, so. John, I like your. I'm gonna highlight you here. Is that Hot Toys or is that an actual? Is that an actual actor? Is that if that's Hot Toys, that's pretty impressive. Well, Hot Toys are pretty impressive to begin with, but that is nice. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you. I'm still trying to get the hang of it, John. To be quite honest with you, I still feel awkward and weird. Oh, it's the actor. Okay, all right. that scared me for a second because I was just like, man, that looks so lifelike. But like, if you take a picture of a Hot Toys and in proper lighting, that is achievable, definitely. Any new yo Marco? Hey man, repping the Bulls today. Repping the Bulls. Just logged in 2 nights in a row. I can't believe it. 2 nights in a row. I'm got nothing better else to do, which is sad, on a Friday night. And the state that we are at right now. So that is pretty normal now. John, remind me where you at again. I know Marco, you're in the Philippines. Which town are you from in the Philippines? Are you from Manila? I see you got a Lakers and Yankees hat. I see you got a bunch of not sure that's Hot Toys in the back. It looks Hot Toys. It looks pretty big to me. Looks like a 6 scale there. You got a pretty nice cabinet too. Man, a lot better than what I have going on here. Just John, Idaho is what, Central Standard Time too? Is that Eastern Time? Sorry, I'm not familiar with that. But Google is my friend. But I can just ask you though. You don't mind. It is Idaho time zone. Oh shit, Mountain Daylight Time. So that's that. It's 9:10 right now. Oh, is it 9:10 there? Okay, so you guys are an hour behind Central Standard Time then. Mountain Time. I need to know my time zones. I know like California is like 2 hours behind Central Standard Time, so Mountain Time is an hour behind. I'm assuming because I googled it. It says 9:10. I don't know if that's right though. Marco 1/9. Man, that looks like a lot though. Do you got like all the series though? Do you got the yeah, because I got 1/9 at the bottom here too. Oh, you can't see it there, but it is 1/9. 45 minutes away from Pacific time. Cool. Oh, you can't see the 1/9 there. Too small. So you are okay, 45 minutes away. Okay. Idaho. I don't know why I think of Idaho. I think about potatoes, which is delicious. I love potatoes. John, so in Idaho, weather there is pretty much same as Chicago, I think, right? Less colder though. Because I always think it's like we're thinking of moving, and we're kind of set in. We're not dead set yet in Texas, but I'm kind of worried about the heat there. But Zach and company said it's okay for like collectibles and all that stuff. I don't know why I'm thinking about collectibles when moving, but well, because we got options, right now we got options. So, yep, John, need some bigger case, man. I need a bigger case in a bigger place. I mean, one earthquake and these guys are done. If we get like a tiny minor earthquake, this is sitting on a cabinet. So, and those guys are just sitting on the some shelf that I got from Home Depot for like $13 or $15. Yep, need a not just cases, but space, because it's insane how I got 3 kids and we live in a 2-bedroom house, a ranch house, by the way. But at least we got basement. That's the only thing good about Chicago, I suppose, because I know in Texas they ain't got no basement, which is weird because they have tornadoes. But I know why. They said like the soil is soft or something like that. So From details to Billy cases. Nice. Aren't Billy cases a bit more expensive though? But they're bigger though. Like I think they can house a statue. They look better too. Yeah, I only got 3 details as well, which is kind of sad with how many collectibles I have. So that's why they're sitting here. And then there's more in my, I don't know if you can see it. It's more in my freaking back. Oh, I just covered it more. Yeah, there's more on my back right there. So, which is crazy. Billy cases. Let me see how much those Billy cases are. Oh, they look better. They're like the white ones. I don't know why I didn't. Like even for details, I didn't take the white ones. I took the wood ones. All right. Okay. And that's nice. I like that. I like those Billy cases right there. So Marco, you got a rim for your 1/9? Let me see again. I'm gonna zoom you up again there. I got the 1/9 rim, and I don't really know where to put it, honestly. The Enterbay ones. I think it's damn, look at John. Hulk Buster, man. Yeah, you gotta put it on the case. That's like 1,000 what? After taxes and shipping, I think you're looking at around 1,300, right? Damn. Yeah, you gotta put that bad boy in a shelf. I'm always scared about. I mean, knock on wood, we've never had any earthquakes yet. But boy, at least if they're in a detox and there's an earthquake, their fall is a bit minimal. These guys are gonna dive nose first. You guys know it. Like if you've dropped a figure, the tip of the nose when the paint gets chipped, God, that is the worst because you don't really know what to do with it. Oh God, this is fading fast. You can't even retouch it, so that is horrible. But 5 details, that's a lot. How many figures do you have, John? I'm guessing you got over 100 then. Unless you're one of those guys who just puts 1 figure per shelf in the detail, which is very classy, if I might add, if you can afford doing that. I can't. I don't want it overcrowded as well because you can't really see the figure. So I try to limit mine to like 3. I don't know what your setup is. I would love to see that. Let's see. Damn, 80 to 100. Yeah, you're right, John. No more 3 a shelf. I think 3 is the max. You can put 2 in the front or 2 in the back and 1 in the front. Yeah, anything more than that. I see some collectors posting and then they got, I mean, you can display it however you want. But just for me personally, I kind of like want to space it out a little bit more so you can kind of see, the beauty of the figure more. That's just, that's how I see it. But if you want to put 5 or 6 in it, hey, so be it. So be it, my man. Marco, you're not missing out on that hoop, though. I mean, unless you're a photographer and you're going to use that hoop for props or anything, that's the only good thing about that. Otherwise, man, it's just a pain in the ass to display. It don't fit on a detail. In this, you could because it's like I think no, it's more than 12 inches. I just saw it right now. I'm staring at it. It's probably around 22 inches. Or maybe less. But yeah, it's you don't want to do that. Let's see here. Shelves on the wall as well. Yeah, I've had some, but the funny thing is this is a walk-in closet. So I don't that's why there's like hooks in there. That's just for a bar that you would hang your clothes on. So this and this guy's, I think gave up on me one time in my and luckily at that time it was my Asmus who was there, so there wasn't that much of a damage because Asmus is pretty tough, man. They're durable. They don't chip right away. I don't know why. Like the paint. I'm talking about the paint. So you drop a hot toy right now, boy. You just lost $200 if you do that. So John, do you collect everything, or because I know your avatar is Star Wars and you just bought a Hulkbuster, so I'm assuming you're not married to a specific franchise. Then, I mean that's me. I mean you can see this is Marvel. You got NBA in the back, and then you got Iron Man. Then you got freaking Batman and Bat Signal in there. You just enjoying it, man. What's going on around the block now? Let's see. And then Cletus is not online too. He was like playing a game earlier. I don't know if you guys follow Cletus. You should. What's up, Mario? Nice to see you again, man. Damn, John, I'm speaking your language now. I don't have any statues yet, and I don't know where Danny is. You know, somebody do a welfare check on Danny because I haven't seen him today. Oh no, I was wrong. I saw him in the Rogue 1/6. He was there, so he's fine. He's fine. Do you have any statues, John? I'm thinking of getting a couple. I'm kind of scared, really, to jump into it because A, it's expensive. B, takes up a lot of space, just like Marco said. And that's only a hoop. Imagine like a statue. I don't really have a statue. I have a few statues, but not those premium formats. Oh, I don't have one here. I got like video game collectible statue, if you call them a statue, I suppose. Oh, he's in group therapy. Okay, all right. I mean, I guess he needs it at this point. Is he? It's like, hey, my name is Danny, and I'm addicted to 1/6 or Star Wars. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Thank you for joining in. Does Moss stand for Man of Steel? I don't know. I just watched Man of Steel last night. I got kind of hyped with the Snyder cut. I don't know why. It's not going to release till 2021. Just getting into it, I guess. I'm betting we'll see Danny in maybe in 30 minutes when I'm about to get out of here. Dude, John, that new Joker from Blitzway, ooh, that is nice. That is nice. Let's pull that up, actually. I'm going to go to my BBTS. My go-to site. Oh, damn, Dirk Nowitzki is there. Blitzway Joker. I hope they do this Blitzway in 1/6 though, because I have so many things that I can think of that I can post Joker, but I hope they do this in 1/6. That's just a hope. All right, let's minimize. Oh, short for your last name. My bad, Mike. I thought it was like Man of Steel. Hey, maybe you like Man of Steel. I love Man of Steel, so a lot of people didn't, though. That's okay. How do I? Hey, what's going on, Comic Land? Thank you for chiming in. Let's see here. All right. God damn, look at this thing right here. I mean, I've been clamoring for a nice Joker for ever since the movie came out. Not that I love the movie so much. It's a good movie, but it's more so I just like to take pictures of this. I would love to. I can think of so many poses that I can put this on. Why is this so small? I thought I made this bigger. There you go. Let's go to the face. Okay, so it's 1300 though. 1300. So that is pretty insane. But look at this portrait right here. My God. I mean, honestly though, even if I have 1300, I wouldn't buy this. I'll get murdered at home. But boy, it is. Yep, Mario, it is sick. Ja, how do you like that Toys Era Joker? I didn't like it. I mean, I don't have it, but I just didn't think it was good enough though. Hey Mike, we're speaking the same language here. See, keep the Moss, keep the last short last name. Then, if you love Moss and BBS, I love both too. So, I got you. Hey, I appreciate that, Comic Land. I'm trying to get to like 11,000 for now. I'm almost there, almost. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you love the video. At least that's the biggest payoff for us, or at least for me is. Got you, Mario. I am. Hey, Mario, did you like that movie? The movie's depressing as hell, but I think it's a great movie. Would I watch it over and over? No, but I think his performance is great, and it's super real to a point that it might not be a Joker movie anymore, but I still love it. I still love this version of Joker. Would it be effective if there's like a Batman in it? I'm not quite sure because of how real they portray this Joker is, but I'm still interested to see that. I would watch that if they integrate this Joker, let's say with a Ben Affleck, because they're pretty much in the same age. However, they portrayed Batman in that movie where he was younger, when he like pulled his face and all that stuff. So who knows? I hope they do though. I am interested to see that. And speaking of, you know what, Mario? I get what you're saying here, man. Like there's some movies, and one example for me was The Hangover. I watched the first Hangover, and I know it has nothing to do with Joker, but the first Hangover for me was really funny. It was great. And then the second Hangover was such a letdown that it kind of brought down the first, for me at least. I mean, you didn't find the first funny, then it's okay. But yeah, if they didn't put a sequel on this, I'll be totally fine. I'll be happy if they leave it as it is. One and done. You're right. You know what, John? I think the only flop that they had really for DC, I mean, it's for me. I know a lot of DC bashers out there, was Justice League. It's because for me, Justice League, they tried to emulate Marvel, which was it failed. But like Mike here, I love Man of Steel. I like Batman versus Superman. A lot of people are giving me shit about Martha. It's not really because of the name. I think they know that, but that's an easy target. I like the fact I love both franchises, both Marvel and DC. I like the fact that DC's a bit darker, and I wish they would stick to that. Kind of like this Joker. It's dark as hell, and I still love it. I love it. I love the fact that they're two. If I want to watch something, like more action-packed, fun, I can go to Marvel. If I want something a bit more, darker / realistic, whatever you want to call DC, then you got the option. So I wish they would stick with it. I don't know about this new movie, just new Batman though. I don't know if you guys heard about the Pattinson, the new Batman. I have no problem with him being the actor, but he said he doesn't want to work out all the time because that's a problem with Hollywood. It's like, dude, fucking lift weights. You're gonna be Batman. Suicide Squad, yeah. I mean, it was enjoy. I'll put it this way: Suicide Squad. You're right. It's not the normal DC for me. Not in the because DC for me, when I think of DC, at least I think of the Dark Knight, which is I love the Dark Knight. That's what started all this entire collection for me, was the Dark Knight. Suicide Squad felt like a Marvel movie. You're right, Mike. Do I hate Marvel movies? Like, when I say Marvel movie, Suicide Squad reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy. They crack jokes, beautiful soundtrack, colorful, vibrant, and it's lighthearted. It's kind of what Suicide Squad resembles to me. Was it the worst movie I've seen? No, far from it. Is it the best? No, it's also forgettable. So that's just how I see it. Mario going for Justice League Flash. Brokeman. Brokeman. I got both, Mario, and they're behind me. I'm just missing Man of Steel right now because it's taking forever. But are they worth 220 in my opinion? No. Flash maybe, because but they they don't look premium figure, both Aquaman and Flash, but you're gonna like them if you like the Justice League, I suppose, or if you don't hate them. I don't think anyone loves Justice League, but if you like them and you didn't hate them, I'm still pretty sure you're gonna enjoy the line or enjoy the figure. I did. I don't care. Trust me, I don't care what people say about what I collect. So, John, what's my next figure? I just got this today too. So, and I refuse to buy this guy. Let me get this Joker out of the way, man. I got this. I didn't want to buy this because I just refused to buy a tree for $220. I think this was $220 or even more. And it comes with nothing, like a gun or something. Oh, we're going to get to that, Mike. I got this at, I don't know if any of you guys are Marvel fan who doesn't have this. You guys know it has a problem with his legs, that it keeps on breaking. At least the single pack. I think the dual pack is not that prevalent, but this one, the legs supposed to like break. And I got this at, what's that name of that place? Toy Anxiety for $75. But they mentioned that the legs are broken. So I was just like, hey man, $75. Groot. I don't have any Groot. So I was just like, like I said, I refused to buy this. So I bought it for $75, got some super glue. It came out like the legs were not attached. And a lot of people are saying that's the case. I think this is a stock of Toy Anxiety that customers return to them, because I was surprised. I bought it, and I was expecting this figure for $75 to arrive in a brown envelope, but it came with a shipper box from Toy Anxiety. So I was happy with it, and it came with all the accessories. It came with minus the. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Toy Anxiety. If you are doing Kit Bash, they part figures. So they would get a figure, part it, sell them individually. So this one for $75 plus shipping, it came out to around $86. It didn't have a base, which I have a lot of bases anyway. And the gun, he only comes with the second head sculpt and arms. But for $75, for $86, out the door, hey, I'll take it. I finally have Groot, so now I can just get Rocket when it comes out for Endgame. So that's it. And after that, I'm probably done with Marvel. Who knows? No, I'm not going to say I'm done with Marvel, though. But, yep, beautiful deal, man. And then I got this, too, on eBay. I'm going to probably review this in a few days. Bilbo Baggins. Not the most popular, People have moved on from Lord of the Rings, but I love Lord of the Rings, so I don't care if 25 people watches it or 100,000 people watches it. So, all right, let me go back to the chat here. I love it, Mike. That's why I wanted to see the Snyder cut. I like the darker tones. I mean, if you watch the Justice League, it literally does feel. I know, man, Mario, man. A lot of people are hating on Justice League, man. I mean, the first half, the beginning of the movie when they were playing that song and everybody knows or something, when there's like racism and all that stuff, man, that was beautiful. When Snyder was doing that B-roll, beautiful. And then the second half, they were cracking jokes and all that stuff. Now it felt like Guardians of the Galaxy / the first Avengers. That's where there's two. You feel like you're watching two different movies there. Comic Land, they are realistic. That's why they're $200 freaking right now. It's unbelievable. Ooh, that Wonder Woman, Jesus. Are you guys getting that Wonder Woman? By the way, man, the head sculpt is amazing, but, geez, Marco, yeah, there's a lot of Joker to choose from. They're not all good though, outside of Blitzway. If I had to choose from all of them, I would do SW. I mean, is it M Toys? I would do M Toys, but M Toys price has shoot up to like $200 now, and I don't think that figure looks like $200. So if there's no Hot Toys or Blitzway or any official, 1/6 comes out, I might just skip out on that Joker altogether, unless SW Toys is good, because SW Toys right now comes to around 130 and below, and that's all I'm willing to shell out on a Joker figure, to be quite honest with you. I'm not going to pay $200 on a third-party Joker. Damn, 29 shippers. Mike, that would be beautiful, man. Comic Land, how many in total do you have? If you mean 1/6, I would say maybe 200, more or less. That ballpark. Last Massaroni, yes, I am. Danny, I was starting to get worried. I told Mike to do a wellness check on you, because I haven't seen you in a while. Well, in the channel, I've seen you in Rogue 1/6. So I was just like, this is Mario. It's like, who's here? Yep, Danny. I'm Danny. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get worried if you're not around. Damn, Mike, big baller. Pre-ordered the deluxe. Damn. Okay, John. I'm getting the new Gandalf. But dude, that Gandalf, for the price too, it's not bad. It's $350. Yeah, you're right, John. They also don't the same price as Hot Toys, and I might be a little biased here because I love Lord of the Rings, and that's if you're getting Gandalf, I would say get Gimli, because Gimli looks like a Hot Toys product, and it's only $200. It got a rooted beard, rooted hair, accessories are die-cast. Get a Gimli. Their Legolas is good overall, but the hair is not that good, so I wouldn't recommend that unless they change the hair. All right, let's take a look at this golden armor. It released last night. When I was in week collectibles. I can't say their collectibles weekly podcast, and we didn't discuss it all that much. But let's do this. I even mentioned it. I don't know if you guys watched the video that I put in for a preview for Wonder Woman. I said this is probably the first MMS that would crack $300, and it did. It's crazy, man. This deluxe version, the wings. Let's take a look at that head sculpt right there. God damn. Woo. That is Gal Gadot right there. There was someone, I believe it's in 1/6 Republic or Let Your Geek Sideshow, that posted that she looks like Phoenix, I believe, from the X-Men of 2000. I was like, are you blind? I think they're just trying to get attention though. But man, this head sculpt is great. They finally nailed it, because I do have the Justice League version on my back right there, and I'm not a big fan of it, but this one is But $300 though. I mean, this is 360 for wings that are spread. I mean, the wings looks good. I don't know if it's $60 good. I mean, let's be honest here. If you get the deluxe version, maybe some of you guys, I don't have the space. So if I buy the deluxe version, these wings are gonna stay in the box, unless I want to take a picture of it, or post it or something. But for the most part, you're putting $60 in a box. And this is not even the definitive version of Wonder Woman, because even if you only have one Wonder Woman, and this is it, you still want the classic look where it is nice though. It is really nice. Ooh, look at those wings. I wonder what kind of material they use though. I mean, but for $300, how much was Falcon back then? Maybe I'm being hard on her too much, because if anything, this would be like Falcon. And another thing that I don't like about this too is that, I mean, in here, if you put the helmet on, it looks like she doesn't have much of a neck. Like. And yeah, I was about to say, one thing that I don't like about this figure is that why didn't they give us a second head sculpt? They gave us a helmet. They should have given us a helmet and a second head sculpt. Because if you put the helmet on, man, you see that this is a beautiful hair right here, and it's rooted, you are going to ruin it. So once you get this messed up, and then you take it off, maybe one day you want the non-helmeted look. Now it's all going to be, now how are you going to bring it back? I'm one who doesn't want to mess with rooted hair because they're just a pain. But, if you put the helmet on, I'm pretty certain you can never make it look like this again. The hairs are going to stick out from left and right and all that stuff. See this, I mean, they should have given us two head sculpt, one with a permanent helmet on, maybe didn't have a rooted hair. I mean, it's $300. Crying out loud. All they can do is just, or maybe a separate like head sculpt too. So yeah, Mike, that if they do a two head sculpt, I would say that would even justify the price, because at least it's two head sculpt. And but $300 with one head sculpt. I'm with you, Mario. If then it depends on how different I would say the costume is going to be. You know what I could do as well is that if that one has a tiara. Yeah, I was wrong. I was thinking, because I do have the Justice League Wonder Woman, I was thinking, it was like, that head sculpt deserves to be in a helmet because it doesn't even look like Gal Gadot. I was thinking, it was like, if I buy this, I'll swap out the head sculpt and then, just put a helmet on that one and hide her face and all that awesome outfit. But then again, this head sculpt wouldn't have a tiara. I guess it would still work. Who knows? That would be interesting, though. That would be still interesting. All right, so let's see another one right here. Where did I put that link? Yeah, that is kind of weird as well, that Big Bad has a higher price tag than them. Yep. Falcon, I think initially wasn't he 274? Maybe. Because Falcon's head sculpt is not this great, but it's also not $300, I think. Well, let's see. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Wonder Woman right here. But Falcon has the okay, let's see. I know it's sold out. $234.99. So that is a big difference. That's a big difference right there. I guess the shiny material that they use, or the shiny paint, cost a lot. So, and Falcon has, I would say Falcon has a better accessories than this one. She doesn't even have the shield and the sword. Now, she might not have used that shield and sword in the movie, because we all don't know. But See, Falcon, I think, he got the goggles, which would, let's say that is the helmet, and he got Red Wing. Maybe Red Wing's the helmet, but they both have wings. Yep. Yep. Overpriced. Overpriced. Marco, I was dumb, so I last night I tried to schedule my videos. So I shoot my videos all at once, and then I kind of spread them out. But I scheduled last night Bane, that Hoops, and Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan to be live all at the same time, which is a bad. That's bad for analytics for YouTube. So I kind of stopped it. Probably next week you'll see that next Friday or so. Yeah, good luck with that, Mike. You know what? I would say though, with Asmus Collectibles, their head sculpts are not great, but when they update the figure, they give you an option to buy just the head sculpt. So let's say for my Gandalf, because I do have the Gandalf the Gray, and it's actually not a bad head sculpt. It's not like the Crown series, but I know I talked to Asmus a lot. The Crown series, they would give you an option just to buy the head sculpt. So if you have the older figure, you can just buy the head sculpt for. I know Aragorn before was like $40, which is great. Like that's like a bootleg head sculpt if you buy one on eBay. So not bad deal at all. But refund, Hot Toys and customer service does not match. Those two words just does not match at all. Trust me, I tried to deal with them before. Put it this way, I bought this is back in 2015. I bought Vader, I believe on eBay, and he just came out. I bought him on eBay, and no one is making any Vader 1/6 before. Maybe Sideshow. And I contacted Hot Toys because I broke the belt. And I told them, because I didn't buy him from Sideshow, so I couldn't contact Sideshow, obviously. So I contacted Hot Toys. I was like, hey, can I just buy the belt? Can you send me a belt? I'll pay for the shipping, pay for everything. You never got any response to that. You bastards. And I own like hundreds of their figures. I mean, I'll pay for it. I'm not asking for it for free. Just give me a damn belt. But yeah, I'm glad that they're partnered with like Sideshow and Big Bag. Can you imagine dealing with those guys? Bastards. Man, I wish somebody else takes the throne out of Hot Toys, to be quite honest with you. They just make great figures, but their customer service and they're, I mean, you can see it from this Wonder Woman, $300. Wow. All right, so let's look another. I got a few in here as well. So for Marvel fans too, I saw this in, where was this? Okay. I don't know if you guys are into this, but I think it looks pretty cool. Dude, what the? Oh, God damn it, man. Ooh, look at this. I think this is pretty cool. In Toys Wonderland trying to sell me something. I ain't buying shit, man. Toys Wonderland. I'm just trying to look at this throne. Let's pull it up. Yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. It's a little pricey though. It's especially if you're dealing with Toys Wonderland. With shipping, I'm guessing this would cost around $150. But if you have Thanos, and there's like different versions of this. There's one that lights up, so 103 plus shipping of $50. I'm assuming. Let's see. Is there other pictures? Yeah, there's different versions, and I think it looks great. I mean, see the weathering, and there's a version where it does have remote. Okay, why are you showing me Thanos now? Okay, that's with Gamora. I think it's in good scale. It's pretty big. There's a holder as well for his blade in here. or sword, if you want to call it a sword. And the base does slide up. I'm not gonna buy it. Relax. Okay, so there's this thing, and there's the throne. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so they showed two versions. There's something about this Thanos that I don't know, maybe because I like Infinity War better. That this is my I like him here in this outfit right here. He looks like more Thanos. And here he looks like, I mean, this is the Thanos. Don't get me wrong, because this is what we know. But I don't know. So intimidating, man. Nice shot too. Nice use of light. And I think this is the one with okay. I think that was it. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, all right, let me go back here. It does. Comic Land. Thanos is, I mean, I love that figure. It's really expensive too. It's 374, but not right next to, but at least it's huge. Two head sculpts. And at this figure, at least, there's the arm that's like bending. It lights up. Wonder Woman is 374 with just wings. So that makes Thanos like on sale. John, I'm getting the regular, not by choice. I pre-ordered that a while back in Sideshow. I have some few credits with them. They messed up on my order, so they said. And also, I don't know if you guys know, if you pre-ordered anything that you pre-ordered before they put in tax, there would be no tax. By tax, I mean tax online. So I pre-ordered Thanos and Mark 85 before they implemented tax online. Because right now, I'm in Illinois, so it's like what 6 or 8% when you buy it online. So if I keep my pre-orders, I would save 8% of the price of this figure. So I decided to just keep it. Am I gonna buy the battle damage? We'll see. We'll see. I kind of like the battle damage though. As a matter of fact, I like the battle damage more than the clean version of Thanos. So, John, did you pre-order anything, John? If you have not, I would say go for the battle damage. Mike, so Justin is partnered with Toys Wonderland. That's why he's praising them all the time. Like with us, you'll hear it at the beginning of my videos as well. I do it for Big Bad because I'm partnered with Big Bad. How is Toys Wonderland? I live in the US, so it doesn't make sense for me. I don't need the figure tomorrow, So if you can't wait, I suppose they're the best option from what I heard. Like they're really fast, but you just have to, pay a lot on shipping. That's the difference. I guess if you're outside of United States, like in UK or in Europe or something, because Sideshow basically, I don't know, charges you almost $100 for shipping, that it made more sense to order it from Hong Kong. Me too, Mike. I'd rather save money than get it the following day, because honestly, if I get my Thanos a month later than you do, we still have the same product, in my opinion. Now, it is costing me a little bit, though. I'm not going to lie, because by the time because I'm partnered with Big Bad and I'm loyal to Big Bad, I am losing viewers because by the time, so Big Bad get their stocks from Sideshow. So what happens is that after Sideshow gets it a month, then Big Bad gets it. By the time I get and review the figure, it is like 6 months later. So they already have watched that video somewhere else, and all I'm getting are just nothing, no views whatsoever. But it's okay. It's all right, Yeah, like Tim Cent was an OG back in the day too, but his price is a little insane sometimes, so I never really used him or any Hong Kong dealers, and nothing against those guys. You got to do your hustle, man. I mean, it is what it is. It's been going on forever, from Tim Cent to Budget Stark, now Toys Wonderland. I think there's Eric Lee as well. I think there's a market for them. if I would say if you're in the US, just be patient. You know, you'll get it eventually. No need to rush. Oh, thanks, Mario. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that really did hurt me before, and it started because my videos before, like when I put them out, they're like 2,000 views right away. Now it's a slow grind because the latest one that I put in was Killmonger, at least latest release, newer release, but Justin reviewed that like last year, and I put him up like maybe 4 weeks ago. So anyone who's deciding already decided either they're gonna get Killmonger or not. So the one that's viewing it are the ones that's kind of like up to now still debating. But I love what I do, so I'll keep on putting it up. I don't care if no one watches it. Yeah, I mean, Mark, it might be due to the fact that of this virus that's going on as well. So it might not be Sideshow per se. I mean, if you're impatient with Sideshow, imagine what I'm dealing with Big Bad. So, oh, thanks, Comic Land. I appreciate that. And also, Mike. Yeah, and it sucks too because, like, honestly, the more views you have, the more YouTube promotes you. So you get on the front page, you get the suggested videos. So my videos are not getting any exposure anymore. It used to, that's why I got to like 10,000 views. I mean 10,000 subs, but now it's barely getting anything. But it is what it is. It's fine. I'll keep on putting it up. But yeah, I was saying like with Big Bad, boy, their shipping is really low though. It's $4. Because with Sideshow, if you order from Sideshow now, it's almost like $50 more. You order a figure, the minimum figure now is what, $250, $234? Let's say $250. Out of that $250, you're gonna pay tax of at least $20. And their shipping is ridiculous at $23. So that's $43 on top of it. Hey, what's up, Robert? You're late, Robert. Disappointed. No, I'm just kidding. I know I know you said like you're an early sleeper, but yeah, so it's $43 more. Now that is if you don't have any coupons. Sometimes I know they stopped coupon for a while. And Big Bad, yes, they still charge tax, but their shipping is $4. So even if you factor in Sideshow's rewards, you're still saving from Big Bad. And they have a pile of loot. So imagine sometimes, I don't know if you guys experience this, but they do not just in SoCal, Mario. They take forever to release on anything, anywhere for that matter. Mario, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you pay this? Because if you're in SoCal, and I know you are basically neighbors with Sideshow, right? They still charge you $20 shipping, right? And if I'm not mistaken, your tax is high, like around 10%. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my assumption to that. Hell yeah, Robert! Long weekend. That's why I'm up, man. That's exactly why I'm up. No tax, John. Are you serious? Damn, I gotta take a look at them then. Because I thought taxes were everyone now. I know there's like 2 states. Maybe it's because that they said like if you ship it from this state, you won't get taxed. Man, tax is killing us because these things are expensive. Means expensive item, expensive tax as well. So you're right, Mike. It's hitting us hard. All of us. It's making collecting a little bit harder when you get we can pay all these taxes. Comic like Mandalorian. Yes. I am thinking of getting that. I'll get that for sure. I'll get that. Yeah, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but boy, Star Wars, it doesn't matter if I release it 6 months after, people still watch a Star Wars. So that's a good viewer, like an item that gets a lot of views for me. So speaking of views, so but honestly, I've been getting bored with not with sideshow, Hot Toys lately because it's either Spider-Man or Star Wars that we're getting. I don't know if you guys are video game fans in here or something, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with this item, which is I got this at KG Hobby as well. Let's see. This is Red Dead Redemption. So if you guys are familiar with the game, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2 honestly. I played 1. God damn it, Toys Wonderland. I'm not didn't I close their screen? Get out of here. Okay. So this is I don't know what his name is. Oh yeah, Mario Crispy Pack. Hey, that's one thing about Big Bad as well. Is you don't have to pay for pack out. All of their items is packed out. So you are pretty safe, you know. Some people not collect, but some people are pretty anal about shipper boxes. I'm not, but I would love to have my figure to have shipper boxes. So when I sell it, it's in their proper box. So it's nice that they're, you know, like with I think you gotta pay $10 more, right, Mario, for pack out for them? God damn sideshow, man. Anything to nickel and dime you. They're doing their hustle though, so hold on. Let me close this Joker. Oh, Robert, are you looking forward to this figure as well? It's expensive though, man. I like it, but I was hoping it'll be like 150 or something. This is almost a Hot Toys figure, and it's third party, non-licensed. I mean, it comes with a lot of things that would go inside the box, though. See, I mean, you got 2 coats. I mean, you got an extra head sculpt. You have everything that you need here. My goodness, this is insane. I mean, it looks good. I mean, we don't know what our final product is going to look like, but is it supposed to be the John Marsh, whatever his name is? So even if, you know what, honestly, even if you're not a fan of the game, I am of the first one. I've never played the second game, but if you're like a fan of Western or something, this looks great. You can probably, Robert, I know you're kit bashing, you will get a lot of items in here. This would be a field day for you. See, look at all those accessories that it comes with. This is what I miss from Hot Toys. If you've been collecting for a while now, man. Oh, you want to? Hey, nothing wrong with that, Mario. Man, if you're paying $200, not even $200, $250 or $300 now, man, you better do your dishes too. So I don't blame you whatsoever. I mentioned this a bunch of times. I don't get why people destroy their shipper boxes. I never get that. I get it if you destroy the box as well. You destroy the art box because you don't have space. I get that. That means you have no plans on selling this item. You know, they have no. I'm always, you know, I always want to have an exit plan because you never know. I got 3 kids. You never know when you know, knock on wood, you lose your job or something like that. I want to be able to sell these guys. And you know, survive for for a few months or something. And you guys try selling a figure without a box on eBay. Oh, value just, you know, tanked by $80. So those boxes, literally, if you like shred them to pieces, it's worth at least $50. Not the box itself, but when you sell it afterwards. And I see collectors saying like, well, I don't have any plans on selling my collection. Neither do I, but you never know. You never know. You know, I don't have any plans on losing job or, you know, having financial issues either, but you never know. Man, I hope so. I do hope so. You know what? I might not even buy it, to be quite honest with you, though, because he was pretty boring in the movie. And if we get Cyborg, I feel like it's going to be expensive. If it's expensive, they gotta make it die cast though. So if they make Cyborg die cast and it lights up like an Iron Man, it better not be as pricey as Iron Man because it's not Iron Man. But I think Hot Toys will. They would make him $350, and at that price point, I would be like, mm-mm. My Justice League would do good without Cyborg. I might entertain that thought though. Let's see. I hope it. I hope, but you know what? Like, I don't know, because Drax was a big dud as well for Hot Toys. People were like asking for Drax when they released Drax. It sat on the shelf for too long. So preserve everything. I've never destroyed a box of Hot Toys in my life. So those people that I see, I mean, I get it if you don't have space. So why pay for a container box just to keep boxes? You know, I get it. I get it from that standpoint. But if you do have a garage or something or an attic that you can store it in, I would say go ahead and do so because, like I mentioned earlier, you never know. You never know when the time comes that you need to sell these things. Yes, Comic Land. I've seen the Baby Yoda. What do you guys think? I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I feel like the Sideshow version was better than the Hot Toys version of Baby Yoda. And I'm talking about the life-size version, not the 1/6. I made a video out of that and it's a mixed reaction. So I don't think I am in the position to. It's just I'm just eyeball, an eyeball test. Feels like Sideshow was better. And I know it's weird to say because typically Hot Toys is better than the Sideshow. But yeah, Mike, funds get low. The toys gotta go. I like that. It has a rhyme on it, Mike. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. If you don't mind. You didn't trademark it, did you? I'm gonna use that next time. I like it. The funds get low, the toys gotta go. I like the rhyme of it. Mike, you can't flatten the mic. It has like the styrofoam thingy. What do you call this? This. You got this. You can't flatten this. If you flatten those, then they're destroyed. Mario F. Yes, sir. Hey, you know it. And I know I can tell this to you because Austin is not around and he's a big Marvel fan. You can be a Marvel fan and a DC fan too, you know. I am excited, definitely, Mario. I can't wait for 20. Is it true that it's going to be like a series, like a 4-part series? Because that would be weird. Because I thought it was a movie. But from what I heard, they've been reshooting some scenes. They called the actors back, and they're spending like 20 to 30 million to reshoot. I thought it was just going to be a different color palette and some cuts here and there. But apparently, it's a reshoot. So I am excited. Collection Obsession. Hello. And thank you for chiming in. Oh, you did from Iron Geek. Oh, all right. How much did it cost you, Collection? Did it cost you a lot? That's one of the reasons I'm scared of Cyborg is that he might cost a lot if Hot Toys release them. So, and I'm not willing to spend $300 on a so to speak, a side character. I don't mind spending that much on a Batman, Superman, even Cyborg. Not so much. Sideshow has the edge for Baby Yoda, but isn't Hot Toys the same way, Mario? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they both move, right? But what can you really expect from a Baby Yoda, though? I mean, his hand's like Pikachu. So I know the ears on Hot Toys, you can switch it up, but they said that the ears, a lot of people were bothered by the seam on the ear. Not too much for me, but I know some people are. Comic Land, Enterbay are so cool. Yes, they are. As you can see, I'm a huge Enterbay fan. These guys on my back are all Enterbay. Oh, if they light up, let's make them white. There you go. Yep. Love it. I think I have every single one outside of Jeremy Lin. Nope, not gonna buy that. Here you go. They're at the bottom too, and then there's more in the outside. The only one that I sold on my Enterbay collection is LeBron James. Yep, sold him. And if you're asking why, it's because I'm a Chicago guy, and back then he was killing us all the time. But I did get him back on 1/9 scale, so you can see that yellow guy right there on the top. Yep, Mario. They are. I heard that. That's what I thought. They were just touching it up, putting different cuts, like the Snyder cut. But they said that they're spending 30 million. They called the actors to reshoot some of the scenes, so I'm excited about that because we might see a different movie, So not completely different, but Mario, I would love to hear your take on this. What bothered you on Justice League? I know it's not the best, but what bothered you? Like, what do you think could make it better, though? Because since we're discussing this, and I would love to hear your input on that. What's up, Alexis? Julian Reyes. I'm assuming you're in the Philippines, or you're from the Philippines. Dude, don't say that, Alexis. That would get me. That would be awesome if they can somewhat integrate Green Lantern. Dude, I don't know who it would be though. Would that be what's his name? Deadpool. That could be Deadpool too. But yeah, that's a good way of introducing him into the DC universe. And a lot of people are saying that I don't even mind that they're not interconnected. I just want a good movie. I don't need them to be, like MCU, which is everything's connected, which is brilliant on their part. Kudos to MCU. Really enjoy that where everything's connected. But if they're good at releasing individual movies and they don't meet at the end, that's fine with me too. I love Wonder Woman. Aquaman was pretty good. I enjoyed that a lot. Obviously, I love BBTS, and I like those kind of movies that's kind of dark and gritty. But yeah, they don't need to be like MCU, where at the end they're gonna fight this big battle. I'm okay with that. Individual movies, now if it happens, they gotta do it organically. They force Justice League. And I think that's what the problem was. Damn, that was pretty expensive too, collection. That is pretty expensive, 250 to 300. Is it 1/6 articulated too? Or no, you mentioned statue, so. Oh no, you didn't mention Sax. I thought Iron Geek. I was thinking of Iron Studios. Robert, just kit bash it, man. I mean, those are guys in suit. I know Enterbay made them. Dude, Enterbay, that was pretty cheap back then. Men in Black, because I was into Enterbay before all of these things. And get the Star Ace. They're on sale right now. Let me get it for you, Robert, and then just change the head sculpt, basically. Yeah, Robert, get these guys. Pulp Fiction, change the head sculpt. I mean, you got darker body as well, so you can get both Vince Vega and him. So you got Man in Black right there. Just buy a head sculpt. I think it's on sale at Big Bad Toy Store as well. Because I think if you go for the Enterbay one, that's going to cost you a lot of money. It's up to you. Comic Land, I think that's everyone's Enterbay figure. And honestly, he is the only one keeping Enterbay alive. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. They would die eventually soon. And I mean Enterbay. I don't know. So, I mean, we'll see about the Snyder Cut. Let's see. I get what you're saying, Mike. Yeah. I think the Flash, the Flash was introduced nicely on Batman versus Superman. And you're right. He became like a comic relief on Justice League. I think his character was a bit watered down. He could have been something else, honestly, because the introduction to BBS when he was in the future was great. But Joss Whedon, man, I'm telling you, Robert, just do that. There you go, Marco. Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, I forgot his name. That's what I felt, Mario. It's too light. I guess that's the word. Exactly. The visual effects was not enough. They should have gotten who was the from Man of Steel. They should have gotten that guy for the score. Um, and I felt like the final scene is not big enough. It was like I think it was in Russia, right, or Ukraine. We're just this one town. You didn't feel the grand environment of this final scene, like in Avengers. It's in New York. You know, a lot of people are running, see buildings. This one is in the middle of nowhere. They got this farmer and his family. That was it. You know, you want to see people running around, make it like a big scene event happening, and it felt like it happened in a desert or something like that. That there was no one involved. Like, and we can blast anyone, and there's no one cares. Zimmerman, you know, Hans Zimmerman, he's good. Man, they got to invest if they want to go back there. Collection, I would love to see that. I mean, are you in my Instagram? Tag me when you get a chance. If you follow me on Instagram, I would love to see that cyborg. Comic Land, yes. Kobe, the 2-pack is the way to go. You know, that's see from right there. That's the Kobe rookie. God damn, how does Casey Neistat this? Yeah, that's the Kobe rookie version. And then the best head sculpt, though, I would say Comic Land would be the Kobe version 2, because that has the smiling Kobe Bryant portrait. And then the other portrait was more of an action portrait where his mouth is open. But as far as value, I think you would get a much better value on the 2-pack Kobe Bryant. I agree, Alexis. I agree. Or any major city, you know, Gotham, and something big needs to be at stake, because it felt like they were just there's a flock of what do you even call those bad guys, the guys with wings, whatever they call them, parademons, and there's nothing to destroy, though. I mean, they're in the middle of nowhere. You don't worry about civilians. You don't really need to save anyone, so you can just kick ass and that's it. But yeah, it just didn't feel big at all. Freed Meep 2016. Hello. Do you still have the Amazing Spider-Man Hot Toys figure? I do not, unfortunately. That is one of if you're talking about the first Amazing Spider-Man, that is one of the first one that I unloaded when I had a chance, because that was the time where I think I knew that they're gonna be the Homecoming Spider-Man, and I was just scared of the Amazing Spider-Man breaking the shoulders on me. So the moment I got it, I sold it for pretty cheap as well too. I think I sold it for $150. Kind of regret it, to be quite honest with you, because it's a unique figure, and I actually like the movie. I like the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, so, and I'm not even surprised about it. I liked it. I heard there was a fallout between Andrew Garfield and the executives at Sony. I heard he was late, and he didn't shake his hand, which is pretty big in Asian culture, especially in Japanese culture. You gotta show respect and all that stuff. But I guess he came out arrogant and all that stuff, so that's why they pulled the plug on him. I don't know if it's real though, but I thought it was a pretty good Spider-Man. Too good looking for Peter Parker though, but good Spider-Man, because he got the quick comeback. His wits is I thought this new Spider-Man, what is his name? God damn, I'm getting old. I thought it was perfect at first. The casting was good because he looked nerdy enough. Yep, but I don't know. He's not clicking on me so far. Whatever his face is. I know, Mike. Yeah, a lot of people are giving shit about Superman in that Man of Steel when they destroyed Metropolis, basically. But what do you want Superman to do? I honestly love Snyder's take on my Man of Steel. They showed the human side of Superman because he is basically human. He grew up on Earth, so he got these feelings, emotions that are human. So when he killed Zod, a lot of people, like at least the hardcore fans, cannot believe that Superman killed someone. Dude, he grew up on Earth. So on the Earth, here right now, if somebody like messes you up, I'm pretty sure you're gonna punch back. I like the fact that he's not a Boy Scout. He did what he had to do. I love that. Tom Holland. There you go, Alexis. Thank you. Yeah, more. You know what? Like, even people were also upset on Batman versus Superman, BVS. I'll just call it BVS. Goddamn, it's too long because Batman was killing, but he was a different Batman than the one that you saw in comics. He was pretty depressed and he doesn't give a shit anymore. And they can't just take it. Like people was like it's blasphemy. I suppose, but I see how hardcore fans would see that, but that's his vision though. That's the Snyder vision. So I personally liked it. I liked when they humanize this characters. Well, they're not just pure Boy Scouts. That it's just good for the good of mankind. I like it when they have a little darkness in them because everyone has a little darkness in everyone. So I actually like that take a lot more. Yep, Mario. Hey, we're speaking the same language, Mario. Hey, we should get a drink. And and they don't really, and honestly, they don't need to show people like in Avengers. They don't show people dying per se, but you saw some people died on Age of Ultron. They just need to make it like a grander stage, not an empty field. Because it doesn't feel like there's anything at stake. Like even on BVS on the opening scene when there's there's chaos and kids like Ben Affleck saved this kid. That's where you want to see they try to avoid humans, but it's like it's war. You can't avoid casualties, unfortunately, sometimes. And I think that's where they're different than Marvel, and they got away from that with Justice League. So they listen to the fans, and I hope next time they don't. Even on Man of Steel, they gave him a lot of negative feedback when what's his name, Jonathan Kent told the young Clark Kent was like, "Hey, should he have saved the kids on the school bus?" And Clark Kent asked was like, "Hey, do you want me to not just save them and let them die?" And Jonathan Kent was just like, "Maybe." Because that's his vision on a father, though. So, if you're a father and you love your kid, let's face it, if, there's 20 people going to die and then your kid's going to die, you save your kid first. And that's his vision. So, yeah, they want exactly, Mike. Yeah. I know, Mike. Watching cartoons. Hey, I love cartoons, and there's some dark cartoons out there, man. Like that, the Killing Joke. I like that portrayal too. But Robert, I know. Unfortunately, Robert, I do work like maybe on the weekends I'll do it, but I try to do it every Thursday. But Mario, if you are close, I swear to God, I didn't know there was a lot of Man of Steel fans out there. I thought I was the only one. I feel relieved now. I thought I was the only one who loved Dark Knight, Man of Steel, and BVS because it's dark. I just like the idea that they kind of feel the same way I feel. Exactly, Mike. He didn't want to expose him because if Superman was my kid, that's how I would feel. It's like, okay, maybe you shouldn't save them. As bad as it sounds, that is the truth. It's like that's how a father would feel, not a father of a comic book character. Just straight up father. I know, Alexis. That's what I was saying. It feels like there's nothing at stake. It's like, oh my goodness, they're invading a middle of nowhere in Ukraine. We gotta save one family. No, Robert. You know what? I'm gonna wait for a sale on Best Buy. Is it streaming anywhere though? Because you said you sing a lot of nice praises with this movie, and I really want to see this. Comic Land, yes. Iron Man, Tito's 4 Iron Mans. That's yeah. I think I asked this last live stream. If you guys have any Hall of Armors, do you install those blue stickers because they are cool as hell? The problem is I don't have the 7. So do you still install them even if you don't have the 7 and it's a different Iron Man in there? Does it look weird? Because they're really cool, especially when the lights are off. I love it. Oh, are they streaming? All right, so I'm gonna hop out of here in a few anyway. So I really don't want to, overlap streams with anyone, with PJ, Rogue One, those guys. Like I don't want to divide the audience because I know you guys are cool with them. So I try to stay away from their stream, as much as I could, But I also want to interact with you guys because you are. Robo Chicken. I gotta see that, Robert. Oh man, look at Alexis is saying good praise about the Justice League Apocalypse movie too. Now I really gotta see this now. Mario, I would hold you down. You know what, Mario? I'm gonna screenshot that so you would buy me the first round. Oh, thanks, comic. I try. I always think that I always thought that and it's true. Like reviews are different when you're doing live stream. Reviews, I got everything planned out. I've been doing it for like 8 years now, so I know what to do. Box, and it could be boring sometimes, but because of Robert, Danny, Mario, guys like you guys, it made the live stream fun, even though it's awkward still. And I've been doing it on my own because I don't know how to host. I'm terrible at it. Zach and Dean have they got it down pat, but I'll try to bring my buddy here next week maybe, but it's nice to know. And I thank you guys for making me feel better because I'm really scared to talk about Man of Steel, Dark Knight, any DCs because people be hating on them. And I don't want to start any wars. I'd rather enjoy it myself. But I think it's nice to get it out in the open every once in a while because like sometimes I talk to like hardcore fans and it was like, well, Superman wouldn't kill. It's like, dude, Superman grew up in Kansas. Pretty sure in Kansas when they had cornered, they still kill people. So, all right, you guys, we're almost at an hour and a half. I do thank you for your participation. As always, I can always count on you guys. Like all of you 13 viewers here, Mario, Danny, Comic Land, Alexis, which is first time I've seen you in the chat. It's nice. It's really engaging when the chat is flowing. Mike, Mike, I accuse you for MOS Man of Steel, so keep it that way. Don't change it. Oh, thanks, Marco. I thank you guys for engaging because like sometimes I log in, and if I don't see anyone, I almost want to log out because I was like, am I just gonna talk to myself? Because it's I don't have a co-host like Zach. It's kind of like at least with them they can talk to each other even the chat is not going. So with me, I was like, all right, maybe should I wait a little bit? So should I go? So, but all right, thank you guys. Hop over to collectibles to the Ox Collectibles Weekly, guys. They're fun. So hop on to them, and maybe guys, let's talk. I mean, if you guys are in my Instagram, tell me which day feels good for you guys, because oh, thank you, Alexis. Let me know what works well for you because I'm trying to tally this. I don't have a set schedule. So I would love to work with you guys as well, when it's better. So hit me up on YouTube or something on the comments. And all right, have a good night. for those in the US and for anywhere else, for the guys in the Philippines, enjoy your day. All right.